Hello, welcome to another episode of Always Focus Media podcast. Today I got Callum Harriott with me. How you doing, Callum?
I'm good, man. I'm all good.
Cool. You have to tell us a bit about yourself and your background and where you're from.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in South London, Norbury to be exact. Started playing football when I was around 8 years old. Moved out of Norbury, moved to like Kent, then everywhere really.
Everywhere about.
But yeah, man. 31 now. I feel like I'm getting old, but
As we all do.
yeah, man.
So when did you first start playing football? When did you first start kicking the ball, would you say?
I'd say since, I don't know, start from school days really. Like, I was like probably, I don't know, like a year 4 playing for like the year 6s, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
And like, was doing well. I went primary school in Norbury Manor first, and I think I got kicked out of there. Then I went to Woodmanston in Streatham. So yeah, man, just since those ages, and then I think from there, I went West Ham. Me and my older brother. He stayed on. I went to Charlton at the time. So yeah.
Okay, and when did you feel that football was for you? When you feel like you was good at it, and this is what I want to kind of pursue?
When I entered the world.
When you entered the world, from birth, from birth.
Yeah.
When did you say you actually started taking it serious?
Do you know what? I'd say, yeah, from around 12, 13.
12.
And people say that's mad. But back then, when you was younger, it was more of a thing of, like, bro, are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Like, are you having fun with what you're doing and that sort of stuff? But I think when I got to like 13, because I want like a good, like, well-behaved kind of like child. So I was always in like getting into like silly trouble at school, and then it got to a stage where I was like, hold on a minute, like,
What am I doing?
what's man doing?
Yeah.
I need to fix up. So then I kind of took it a bit more serious, and then as you got older, you got to kind of like separate a certain side of life and, go with what makes the most sense and what you want to do for yourself.
Of course.
So yeah, man.
Okay, and you was at Charlton basically most of your career, beginning of your career. What was your experience there? How did you find it there?
I loved it. That's home for me. Obviously, being there since from like a young age, like growing up and actually wanting to like play in the first team. Because you got to remember back then, Charlton were actually in the Prem.
Yeah, I remember.
So like, I never really had a aim of like, oh, you want to play for Arsenal? Do you want to play for like Chelsea?
You're already there.
Back then we was kind of there.
Yeah.
And like, we was Charlton's got like a very, very good academy. So yeah, man, I just always wanted to work towards getting there, and luckily it paid off and stuff. And I don't even know what age I was. I think I was like 16 or 17 when I made like my debut. But that was good because to me, I got no fare.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't care if I was 14 and he told me you're playing against men. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, already, yeah.
But like, it just made sense for all the hard graft from young to actually then get the opportunity. That's what you've done it for.
Of course.
Now you've got to stay there.
Of course, 100%. And do you feel like you was overlooked at all, or what barriers did you kind of come against when you was at Charlton?
I'll be honest. I'd just say like school and the road.
School on the road.
If I'm being totally honest with you, those were your barriers. Like, you got to think of it, yeah? You grow up, or you go to school, you got a certain amount of people that are your friends or whatever. Let's say you got training on a Thursday evening, yeah? But all your friends are going to this venue or function,
Yeah.
and you're young. So naturally, you want to go and, do you see what I'm saying?
No, of
but
course.
it's not even, it shouldn't even be in your mind of naturally going, like, this is what
you want to do. Yeah, of course.
So like, I feel like that was a bit of a battle because like, there was times you feel like when you're growing up, am I missing out? like, is this even gonna work? And I'm putting so much effort into this.
Of course.
So I'd say that.
Of course. And in terms of like, is there any time where you felt like, I don't want to do this no more, or I want to quit, or this is getting long? Have you ever come to a point in your life, in your career, where that's the situation?
No,
Or you want to take another different route rather than football?
do you know what, yeah? I feel like now, around like these ages I'm at now, you start looking at the game as in like, right, what's next? Because everyone like can like, I don't know, like you buy houses and you do this, you do that, and you got a certain amount of money sitting there. That's all good, but do you still want to like stay in the game and do something? Because technically, if you look at it from this perspective, yeah, technically, I got a master's degree in football. I've done it for so.
You
do you
don't,
see what I'm
of
saying?
course, your whole life basically.
So it's like, why don't you explore every avenue within this before you exit out? So I'm trying to get my head around that, but it's hard because your whole life you've just played football. Do you see what I'm saying?
Of
So
course.
to then be like, do you know what? I'm gonna coach some under 16s and that. Like, it's probably really good, and they might look up to you from, you know, someone that's done it and all that stuff. But is that something that you want to do? There's a whole different coaching and playing, two different things. It's two different things. I've even every now and then I like different clubs and you join in and like coach kids and stuff. And I think, right, like people gotta do that from like 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Yeah.
How do you find it when you're just coaching?
Do you know, I love it though, because I've always like, listen, when I was young, I used to like mentor people.
Yeah.
It's like, even at like Charlton, there'll be like, I don't know, kids that have misbehaved in school and whatever, and they're not listening to the club. I don't know why they chose me, but I was probably the right person to choose.
Yeah.
And then I got to go and sit them down and be like, right, what's going on at school? Oh, I had a fight with this person or this. And then I got to like try and get them on a straight and narrow. But maybe because I was doing that.
And you can't
And they
overcome
was
it.
like, Cal, you've gone past that now and you've elevated kind of thing. I want you to help out. So I've always liked helping like kids and, you know, like even players that are a bit younger than man that ask for advice or they haven't played at a certain level. Like that's just something I enjoy doing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I can put you on a straight and narrow path and you start doing something proper, to me that's a job done, isn't it?
100%. And did you feel that you was judged in any form of way before you even touched the ball? That's so crazy, man.
Yeah, no. Do you know what, yeah? I'd say back then football was different.
100%, yeah.
Like, a lot different. See, like nowadays, like, I'm seeing like kids at like 19, 20 turn up to training or to the training ground in flip-flops. I could never have done that back in my day.
So your boots had to be black or something like that?
I would still wear the coloured one though,
cool.
like, it's all different now. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had jobs to do when we was younger, like clean the balls, clean the staff's cars, set up the training pitches, and couldn't eat at this time. See, like nowadays, the game's mad. I'm seeing like kids just walking in, I don't know, on their phone. So, listen, each of their own. I ain't gonna hold no one back from what they want to do, innit? But just don't do that stuff around me, man.
Understandable. You actually managed to play for your national team. How did that feel for you and for your family?
Well, I played for England first at the 19s. That was... Do you know what, yeah? When I was younger, when you're young and you're around, I don't know, 17 to 20, all you want to do is play for England. And everyone who's good in their team usually gets called up to England and X, Y, Z, innit? But I'm not going to lie, it gets in your head a lot. Because I'd see like certain people getting called up for like England from, I don't know, like 16s. And I'm like, this guy's dusty. Like, no, but this is how you look at it. Like, I'll be watching it and I'll be thinking, hold on a minute. Like, I played this brother last week. Did nothing. But then you're not getting a call up, but you're doing good, or you scored a lot of goals, and it starts playing in your mind because you're thinking, hold on a minute. Like, it starts affecting you when you're young. I'll be real. Because even for me, like, when I started seeing like so much people playing, and I get it, usually they're going for like more the Prem teams and like players like that. But it's like back then we would play these Prem teams. So like there was in our like, I don't know, 21s league or 18s league, 16s, whatever. And we was whacking these teams up. So how did he get the move? Is it because of the badge? But it plays in your mind. And then I was kind of young and I was like playing with the first team and stuff at Charlton. I got to a point where I was like, do you know what? Like, I just need to focus on myself. Because if you keep getting sidetracked, it somehow, I don't know how, but somehow it just has an effect on what you're doing on the pitch, like off the pitch. So I just thought, let me just focus doing what I'm doing. And then randomly, I remember I was living with my mum and dad at the time. And it was like, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night or something. And my door knocked. But like, it weren't like one of these knocks like someone's at the door. It was
a proper knock,
So I'm thinking, not again, like what's man done now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, I'll be honest. Like, I'm all looking at my brother and I'm thinking like, what you been up like? So I looked through the keyhole, it's my manager. So I said, Cal, what have you done? Like what reason could there be for my manager to be at my mum's yard at 10 at night? So I opened the door, I was like, you alright, Gaffer? You alright, Callum? So I was like, yeah, I'm good. Can I come in? So I'm like, yeah. So I opened the door, it's gone in the front room, mum, dad in the front room and that. So my dad's looking at me like, he's like, everybody knows my dad from the ends anyway, but my dad's looking at me like, what is this? Like, what's this guy on? He's coming, he's like, do you want the good news or the bad news? I was like, what bad news? And like, I'm just thinking, what bad news is there? I'm trying to like go back in time, like what have I done? And my dad was like, what's the bad news? And he was like, oh, like we're trying to get Callum straight into England under 21s, but they're saying that they want him to go to the 19s. So then automatically my mood changed. Like all them bad thoughts I had in my head in the bin. Dad's all like, you're lucky. Mum's smiling. I'm thinking, raw, like, come to my house. And then, the good news was, oh, you've been selected for the 19s, for the Euros and stuff like that. So then I went there. That was a good experience, good achievement. Because remember, that was always something that was on my mind when I was young. So, yeah, man, that was proper. I think after like, I'd say like 2 sessions or 3 sessions, they pulled me and basically said like, look, you're going to like be with like the 21s. 21s manager like said he was watching training, and I think I trained with them like once or twice, and I was thinking like, yeah, like 21s is like. And then they sacked him, the 21 manager, and that's when I started like believing like this politic things in football started like to take account in my mind. Cause I was thinking, look at that, like I could have actually been playing 21s. My man's gone. What do I do? Yeah, and then I think from that, like unless you was kind of sort of at, you know, like I'd say a Premiership side, you weren't really getting a shout for 21s or stuff like that. And then time just flew by. Before you know it, 5 years have gone by, whatever. And then I had the option to go to Guyana. I think before Guyana it was even Jamaica, but they were taking long with paperwork and like, you know, I was just looking at like my grandparents are Guyanese, and I just thought it'd make my grandma happy if I played for Guyana,
of course,
because you know Granny, So I went and done that, enjoyed it, good time and stuff. But now I'm just at an age where keep playing, keep finding enjoyment in the game. And yeah, man, just take it as it comes, man.
Okay, and how much appearances did you actually make for Guyana?
Good question. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like anywhere from like 10. Because we done like, what's it, like Gold Cup, like we travelled to like America, all different like places. That was a good experience. I really enjoyed that. And then obviously like games in Guyana, games in like other countries. And it's a great experience because these are places that like you'll hear of but never get to visit. But like we get to visit those places with Guyana because of where the country is. So it's good, man.
Okay, and in your national team, who would you say like was one of the most technical players you played with, or was there an idol in there that you wanted to play with, play against, or play with?
I'll be honest, there's no idols. I had friends that played there, like Cads, good player, known Cads since young. So to share field with like my friends that's a tick for me.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Cool. And in the football scene, what is something people don't see behind the closed doors?
So much. Like, so much. A lot of people just, I don't know. Most people just see footballers and, I don't know, they make good money. They're lucky they do a job they enjoy. They get to do this, do that. But like, there's so much more behind it. Like, I don't know, like, most clubs I've been at, like, in on Christmas Day and I'm like, got kids, trying to wake up with my kids and do Christmas. But you're in, and sometimes you got to wake up your kids early doors because the gaffer wants you in early so you can get back home to your family.
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff like that's a bit tough. Moving club all the time and your family comes with you because naturally that's what you want to do.
100%.
And then I got to change my son's school, my daughter's school. They got to start again, meet new friends. You start feeling like you're a bad dad. Do you see what I'm saying? Because ideally, everything you're doing, not just for yourself, is for them.
But of course, 100%.
So if they're not happy, I'm not happy. So that's difficult because my son's at the age now, like even like previously, I'd say like last year or so, we moved up to York. And I used to pick up my son from school, like out of school, just used to look at me like dead.
Like a different area, different.
And it's mad because I'll put myself like in his shoes when I was young. My dad could never ask me to move up to York.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I look at him and think, you're mad, Like, you actually think I'm gonna come up to York? But like he done it, and I said, look, just take it as like an experience. Like not many kids get to like travel around and try new schools, different areas. Like we're not gonna be here forever. But I said just see how it goes, and then yeah, man. After like the first year, like they went back to home. So
Okay. Advice for a young player. If a young player came to you and said, "I'm thinking about quitting," what would you tell them?
never start something you don't want to finish.
Very simple.
If you started it, finish it.
And what are the top 3 things you believe that you need to make it in football beyond talent?
The easy things people are gonna say is like mindset and it's all rubbish, man. You need hunger. Like, are you hungry for this? Like, everything in life life's a roller coaster, isn't it? You're up, you're down. The main thing is, can you stay on the ride? Like, there's always light at the end of every tunnel. That's a fact. Like, but can you get through? Like, I think with football, yeah, it throws so many like curveballs at you that you don't expect. So, for example, yeah, when I was at Charlton and I felt like I was doing well, I was playing XYZ, sat the manager, new manager coming, he's gone to me. So I didn't play the first game, didn't play the second game, so now I've knocked on his door like, what's going on? Like, how come I'm not playing? I was doing well, XYZ. And he's gone, it was a foreign manager, and he's gone, I see you as a number 10, but I don't play a diamond.
How does that work?
So I said, so what am I doing then? And he was like, I see you as a 10 and I don't play a diamond. So I said, okay, so am I playing or am I not going to play then? And he said, no, I don't think you play like in this formation I do. So I said, okay, like, should I go on loan? Like, it was hard because the language barrier sometimes as well. And I'm very like, straight to the point. I ain't got time to be having a long conversation
No,
and
of
you're not
course.
even understanding. I'm gonna say, don't worry about it. But then I went on loan and had a really good loan. By the time my loan's done, he's sacked. So I'm thinking, this is mad, but these are the things that happen with football. Like, you can be doing great, your family's settled, your kids are at school, everything's running smooth, yeah? New manager comes in and says, I don't want you. What are you gonna do? Argue with him. Do you get what I'm saying? So those are the things that happen, man. Like they happen in football, like it's a regular. So you need to be prepared for those things. Like it's not easy. You might just say like, I don't fancy you. Appreciate your time. You might have been someone who's been there since you was 10 years old just to hear that. Like that. And it's done. Do you see what I'm saying? Imagine working somewhere for 10 plus years, a new boss comes in, thank you for your time, but you know, we're gonna chop it up here. It's done. You're gonna be thinking, hold on a minute. Is that it?
All this time.
Yeah, man, that's not easy. It's not easy.
Okay, and finally, I want you to leave a message for the youth chasing their dreams. Yeah.
I'd honestly say hunger. That's the first thing. How hungry are you for it? Are you willing to like make this the only priority? Because if you're not, don't do it. Don't waste your time. That's the one thing you don't get back. Time. I'd say dedication. And that doesn't just mean like I'm dedicated to football. I mean like punctuality. Like being on time. Waking up every day and having the hunger to be like, I'm going training today. Every day you got to try and make yourself better. Because every day you learn. I still learn now. I'm only 31. You see what I'm saying? You learn something all the time. I don't think you know it all, regardless of how good you are. Like, there's always someone that's better. Do you know what I mean? I used to look at older players when I was young and think, this guy's a joke. I might have grown up and been better than you. There might be someone younger now who's better than, like, it's a cycle.
Of course.
Like, you just got to get on with it and do the best you can and leave what stamp you can leave that you're happy with and your family's happy with. That's all you can do. That's it. And find enjoyment. Don't do something you ain't happy doing.
And that's one of the main ones, isn't it? Enjoyment. Do you enjoy it? Yeah, if you could nominate two people with a backstory or history that can shed some light to the youth, who would you nominate?
That's a good question, you know. It would have to be people I know.
Of course.
It would have to be people from South London.
Of course.
Because that's where I'm from.
Of course.
So, only people I'd say like I know would be like Wilf, because he's done it and he's done it on such a high scale. So you gotta like throw your hats off to people like that. You got like I respect it. Like that's everyone's dream to get to. So like when people get there, especially when they're like from around here, respect it.
100%.
Like, he did it.
Yeah, 100%.
There's trials and tribulations and everything. My man done it. Hats off. So who else from here that is, I don't know.
There's not much who's actually.
I don't know if I'm missing anyone. Like, it might sound rude, but I don't know. Anyway. Like there's Dread.
Yeah, there's Dread. Yeah,
I don't know if Dread's in England or if he's playing abroad. Dom's very good. Like even since like young and that, he was good at West Ham. Very good. I don't really know. Like everyone else is like, I don't know that they got to maybe like under 16s. No disrespect, but then they didn't get further. So it's like it's difficult to say because they might not have experienced the same kind of stuff.
Of course, understandable.
So yeah, I'd say like those are the people from around here. I'd say that would be options.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for coming down to this interview. It's grateful for you coming down.
Cool, man.
Hopefully we get another one a bit later stage in your career.
Yeah.
We'd like you guys to just like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and our video will be out soon.